Today I am going to explain about the friction. Anybody knows about the friction? What is a friction? Friction or the frictional force means what? Yes, the force which opposes the relative motion. The force which opposes the relative motion between two bodies which are in contact. The force which opposes the relative motion between two bodies which are in contact is called as between two bodies which are in contact which are in contact is called as frictional force. That is the friction. Friction means what? Opposition force. Okay? Opposes the motion of a body. That is the friction or the frictional force. Now, how many types of frictions are there? These are three types. What are they? First one is the static friction. Second one is the kinetic friction. Third one is the kinetic friction is also called as sliding friction or dynamic friction, we can say. Dynamic friction. Next one is the rolling friction. Now I am going to explain about these three types of frictions. Let us start with our first type, that is the static friction. What is the static friction? Friction means what actually? Friction means is a force that opposes the motion of a body. Right? What is static frictional force? This is the friction present when a body at rest over the surface of another body. For example, this is the frictional force. Frictional force present on a body. Frictional force present on a body frictional force present when a body rests over the surface of another body. When a body rests over the surface of another body. Over the surface of another body. Is called as static friction. What is static friction? If any body is at rest over the surface of another body, then the frictional force is said to be static friction. Static friction means this present when a body is rest over the surface of another body. Okay, let us see, is it present or not present? Let us go for the example, right? This is a car. Okay, it is a real car, let us consider. And one person, okay, is trying to push the car in forward direction, and he is applying the force. This is the applied force. But when one person push this car, at that moment this car is not moving forward. But the car is not moving forward. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? This applied force should be cancelled with some opposition force, right? Otherwise, if the unbalanced force is there, then the car should go forward with the applied force, but it is not moving forward. That means this applied force is cancelled with the some opposition force. The name of that opposition force is said to be frictional force. That is the frictional force. Okay, that the frictional force present when the car is rest over the surface of another body, that is the road, right? When the car we are applying the force, right? But even the car is not moving, that means the applied force is cancelled with some opposition force, that is called as frictional force. For example, little bit you will increase your effort and pull the car or the push the car with high force, even it is not going, means, right, again that higher force also cancelled with the opposition force, otherwise you will never get the zero net force, and this object should go forward. For example, I am taking the case that if applied force, right, if applied force is, if applied force is zero, if applied force is zero, then what about the frictional force? What about the frictional force? Right, frictional force also zero, frictional force also zero, otherwise if applied force is zero, right, if the frictional force is present, it should go back, right, without any force, but it will not happen. That means when the car is on the car, nobody applying the force to move, means it never goes, that means opposition force also zero. When applied force is zero, opposition force also zero. Like this, if applied force is increased, if applied force is increases, okay, then also it is not going. For example, object is at rest at here, right, applied force is increasing, then frictional force also increasing at here, frictional force also increasing, right, frictional force also increases, and in this case also object is at rest, because every time the applied force is balanced with the frictional force. But for example, 3 4 2 3 members came and they are applying the large force, at that moment this will goes, this will goes, car will goes. Is it true or false, students? Whether my voice is clear or not? Okay, you see this one first, nobody applying the force on the car, then the car is at rest, then applied force is zero, in that opposition force also zero. Little bit somebody is trying to pull the car, but it is not moving, that means a little bit force is cancelled with the opposition force, and now little bit the some more force is increased now, that even though the car is at rest, that means that increased force also cancelled with the opposition force. Yes or no? Or otherwise now after few times, then force is increasing, now when the force become little more, then the car starts to move. Is it correct? When the force is increased to large amount, then the car starts to move, right? If 2 3 members pull the car, at that moment the car will be in motion, right? At that moment, right, frictional force is less than applied force. If the at that moment also frictional force is balanced with the applied force, means at that moment also car should not move. Every time the frictional force never balances with the applied force. For example, we will take example. For example, somebody is applying the 2 Newton force, right, opposition force also 2 Newton, car is at rest, and next somebody is applying the 3 Newton force, and again opposition force also 3 Newton, then car is at rest, and somebody is applying the 4 Newton force, and the opposition force also 4 Newton. Opposition force means a frictional force, this is applied force, this is the frictional force. Static frictional force is denoted with F suffix S, F suffix S, because it is a static frictional force. It is also 4 Newton, the car is at rest. Now for example, if F equal to 5 Newton I applied, but the car opposition force also 5 Newton, but the car is ready to move, just it is moving forward and backward, just it somewhat little bit appearing the motion. At that moment this is ready to move, ready to move. Next somebody is applying the force, that is 6 newtons, somebody is applying the force 6 newtons. If applied force is 6 newtons, then at that moment the car starts to move, the car starts to move. Let us consider, right, the car starts to move, right, At that moment, the frictional force never increases to 6 newtons. It will be remain at the 5 newton. If it is increased to 6 newton, then again it will be cancelled with the applied force. Again the body should be rest. But here the applied force is 6 newtons, opposition force is 5 newtons. That's why it starts to move. Okay, starts to move. That means what happening it here? The frictional force, static frictional force is static frictional force. Static frictional force is a self-adjusting force. Self-adjusting force. Its value increases with the applied force. Static frictional force is a self-adjusting force. Its value changes with the change in applied force, but continuously not changes. Up to particular limit only it will changes. Up to particular limit. Okay, in the previous example, up to 5 newton the frictional force is increased, but the latter it is not increased. That means the maximum frictional force is what? The maximum static frictional force. The maximum static frictional force. The maximum static frictional force is called as limiting frictional force. Limiting frictional force. It is denoted with FL. That limiting frictional force is the maximum static frictional force. Right? There is one formula is there for this, that is nu Sn. Nu Sn. What is nu S? Okay. What is nu S? I will explain. Maximum static frictional force is called as the limiting frictional force. This is the maximum static frictional force. This limiting frictional force or the maximum static frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. When the proportionality is removed, we will get a constant, that is nu S. Then limiting frictional force equal to maximum static frictional force. Its formula is nu S n. What is n and what is nu S? N is said to be normal reaction. Normal reaction. And nu S is the coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. Okay. You see this? What happening it here? The frictional force is a self-adjusting force, static frictional force. Static frictional force means when a body is rest over the surface of another body, the frictional force is said to be static frictional force. Static frictional force is a self-adjusting force. Its value changes with the change in applied force. Is that right? This will happen up to particular limit only, right? Here I gave the example for you, that is if applied force is 0, opposition force also 0. Now little bit applied force I am increasing. Then if applied force is 2 Newton, then opposition force also 2 Newton, right? And not, it is at rest. It is at rest. For example, if applied force is 5 Newtons, if applied force is 5 Newtons, it's a just example. Opposition force also 5 Newton is also at rest, but the ready to move means just it is moving forward and backward, right? It is in that car we observing some little movement, but not moving from one place to another place. There only it is oscillating. Now again I am applying the force, that is a 6 Newtons, but here it is in the motion. Here it is in the motion. Now here also if opposition force is 6 Newtons, in this case also the car should be at rest, but opposition force never becomes 6 Newtons. That means the car is in motion means the opposition force must be stay in 5 newtons. Then that's why applied force is greater than the opposition force. That's why the car will be in the motion. Right? That means when the applied force is increasing, the opposition force also increased up to 5 newtons. But after that, it will be remain at the constant. And if you apply the force, this is the maximum static frictional force. Is it right? Maximum. This, if the applied force is greater than the maximum, applied force is greater than the maximum static frictional force, at that moment the car starts to move. Right? That means the static frictional force value is increasing up to particular limit with the increase in applied force. Right? The maximum static frictional force is called as what? Maximum static frictional force is called as limiting frictional force. Right? Limiting frictional force depends upon some factor, that is the normal reaction. That is one more is a coefficient of static friction. Okay. And have you understood this point? What is static frictional force and how it will varies with the applied force? If you have any doubts now, you can ask me. We will discuss regarding that. Students, fast. Do it fast if you have any query. Huh? Have you understood that one? Everything? Okay. Good. Now in this, what is normal reaction first? Normal reaction means what? Normal reaction we will discuss. What is normal reaction? In this we are telling that the normal reaction is, we are using the word normal reaction. What is normal reaction? Normal reaction is denoted with either N or R. In some books it is denoted with R and in some books it is denoted with N. What is normal reaction? Normal reaction means it is the force applied by the surface on the body normal to its surface is called as normal reaction. Normal means this reaction is a force that is perpendicular to normal. That's why it is said to be normal reaction. Look at here carefully. For example, somebody is asking the on horizontal surface normal reaction value is what? On horizontal surface. On horizontal surface, what is the formula for the normal reaction? What I am telling the normal reaction? For example, this is a surface. Horizontal surface, right? This surface is along the horizontal. One object is kept over the horizontal surface. This object applies the force on the surface, that is the gravity, that acts in downward direction. But when object applies the force on the surface also applies the force on the object, that is action and reaction. This is action. If surface applies the force on the object, if it is action, in the reaction, surface also applies the force on the object. That is the reaction. That reaction is perpendicular to surface. That is said to be normal reaction. But here this object is at rest. That means the gravity is balanced with the normal reaction. Then on object, then we write on horizontal surface, N is equal to mg we write. Normal reaction formula on the horizontal surface is N equal to mg. This is very important point. What is this normal reaction? Object is pulled applying the force on surface, that is mg. Surface also applies the force on object, that is n. Right? Action is mg, reaction is n. This reaction is perpendicular to surface, right? With the surface, this is the surface, right? This is the surface, and reaction is making 90-degree with the surface. That's why it is said to be normal reaction. Normal reaction formula on the horizontal surface is mg, right? Now, normal reaction on the inclined plane if you want. What is inclined plane? What is inclined plane? On inclined plane, I want the normal reaction. On inclined plane, what is the normal reaction? Right? Inclined plane means what? This the plane which makes some angle with the horizontal surface. The plane which makes some angle with the horizontal. Horizontal means what? X-axis or the plane parallel to the surface of Earth. The plane which makes some angle with the horizontal is called as inclined plane. On inclined plane, what is the normal reaction? This is the inclined plane. You see this? This is the inclined plane. This plane is making some angle with the horizontal. This plane is making some angle with the horizontal. Right? This is horizontal. And now this is said to be inclined plane. This is the inclined plane. Right? This is the inclined plane. And this is the horizontal. Okay? Right. I kept one object over the inclined plane. I kept one object over the inclined plane. This object has the mass m. Its weight will act vertically downward. You know very well. Right. We divide the mg into components at here. Just we draw a line that is perpendicular to surface. This is the surface now. This is the surface. We draw a line that is perpendicular to surface. Right? And now here, according to mathematics, this angle is also become theta, where theta is said to be angle of inclination. Inclined plane, how much angle it is making with the surface. And here mg is resolved into components. Mg resolved into components now, right? Mg split into components. What happening these components? This will become mg cos theta. We know resolution of components we discussed. This is mg sin theta. Okay. And mg cos theta is acts perpendicular to the surface on the inclined plane. And this surface applying perpendicularly mg sin theta force. This object applying on the surface, that is mg cos theta force. Okay, remember once again I will tell. This mg divided into two parts. One is mg cos theta and other is mg sin theta. Mg cos theta is perpendicular to inclined plane. You see this is the 90 degree. Okay. Mg cos theta perpendicular to inclined plane. This is the inclined plane. And that mg cos theta is the force on the inclined plane. That is action. In the reaction it will be like this there. Then if there are three forces are there in this, n and mg cos theta, mg sin theta. Mg divided into two parts. That is mg cos theta and mg sin theta. This is mg sin theta. This is mg cos theta. Right? N and mg cos theta are along same direction. They will cancel with each other. There are three forces on object. One is n and other is mg cos theta and other is mg sin theta. Right? Forces acting on object. And I want the one thing, normal reaction means it is the perpendicular to the surface, right? Here n is balanced with the mg cos theta because the object never goes along the n or along the mg cos theta, means n and mg cos theta are cancelled with each other. Then one more is mg sin theta. It's an unbalanced force. Due to mg sin theta, the object may be slide down. Object may be slide down along the inclined plane because of unbalanced force mg sin theta. That means on inclined plane, the normal reaction formula is mg cos theta. On horizontal, normal reaction formula is mg. For example, on wall, for example, some wall, okay, on wall we are applying some force as shown in this figure. This is the figure. I kept one duster or the one object and I applied the force like this. I applied the force like this. Then what is the normal reaction in this case? That this is the applied force. This is wall. Okay, this is body. Okay. If you apply the force like this is the applied force. Okay, applied force is that is the force on surface. That is surface also applies the force on object. That is a normal reaction. This is perpendicular to surface, right? This normal reaction is perpendicular to surface. Then object never goes that side and this side. If it is at rest, then the normal reaction on wall we will write as. Can you tell what we write? N is equal to F we write. These are the formulas for the normal reaction on different surfaces you should remember, and we discussed about the frictional force, static frictional force and its formula. Okay. Laws of friction, laws of friction, laws of static friction. What are the laws of static friction? The first point is frictional force is static frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction, and static frictional force is always less than or equal to maximum static frictional force. Then what is the formula for the maximum static frictional force? That is nu Sn. That means uh, generally the frictional force is less than or equal to nu Sn. Second point is that nu s depends upon nature of surface. Okay, and the static frictional force does not depends upon the area of contact. Fs static frictional force independent of area of contact. How much area is in contact? Okay, you see this object large area is in contact. If this object is there, right, less area is in contact with the surface. That area independent. Okay, this is about static friction that we discussed, right? If you have any query regarding the static friction, then you can ask me. Static friction means when it will be present. Can anyone tell when this opposition force is present? Yes, static friction force when it will be present? When a body is rest over the surface of another body, right? This is a car, or this is a lorry, or the bus. This is a bus. Four members are applying the force, trying to pull it, but it is not moving. It is not moving. That means this four members applied force is cancelled with some opposition force. That opposition force is said to be frictional force. That opposition force is said to be frictional force. Right? That means this when the bus is at rest, at that moment there is some frictional force. That force is said to be static frictional force. Static frictional force means frictional force present when a body is at rest over the surface of another body. Students, clear or not? If you have doubts, you can immediately ask me. Next one is the kinetic or sliding friction. Kinetic friction or the sliding friction. What in inclined plane you see very simple it is. This is a plane. Okay, this is the plane. Okay, on this I kept the object. This plane making some angle. This is the plane making some angle with the horizontal. That is said to be angle of inclined plane. This is the inclined plane. This plane is the inclined plane. On this I kept object. This will apply the force downward. Gravity pulls down. Okay. And now what I did it here, I resolved the, I drawn one normal line to the surface. Okay, this is the surface. For this surface I drawn the normal. Right. This is the normal. Now according to the mathematics you will get angle theta at here. What I did it here, I divided the mg into splits into two components. For example, like this mg is there, it is making theta angle. This side mg cos theta will be there. and this side mg sin theta will be there. In the motion in a plane with oblique projectile topic we discussed. If we throw an object with u velocity theta angle, this side u cos theta will be there, this side u sin theta will be there. We divided the u into two parts. Similarly, mg divided into two parts. This part will become mg cos theta. The part which is attached with the angle, it is cos. Other one is the mg sin. Mg cos is acting perpendicular to surface on the surface. Then that is action. This is action. In the reaction, surface also applies the force on the object. That is normal reaction. Object is not going this side or not going this side. This n and mg cos theta are equal and opposite, cancel with each other. That's why we will get n is equal to mg cos theta. And there is unbalanced force is there, mg sin theta. That is on this object, mg sin theta will act this side, and due to mg sin theta it will fall down along the inclined plane. Tell me if you have again doubt. Okay, what is kinetic friction? This is the frictional force present when a body slides over the another body. Frictional force present when a body slides, sliding means skidding, slides over the surface of another body is called as kinetic or dynamic or sliding friction. Kinetic friction or the dynamic friction or the sliding friction. It is denoted with Fk. This is the frictional force present when a body slides. Slides means skidding. Okay. Slides means skidding. This object is going forward now. This object is going forward with some applied force. Then when it is going with some velocity v, during that some opposition force is there. That opposition force is said to be kinetic friction. That is opposition force during the motion. Right? When the object is at rest, the opposition force is said to be static frictional force. When object is in motion, the opposition force is said to be kinetic frictional force. Right? And then this kinetic frictional force loss I will tell again. The kinetic friction also directly proportional to the normal reaction, and when the proportionality is removed we will get a constant, that is mu kn. This is the formula for the kinetic frictional force. What is mu k in this? Mu k is said to be coefficient of kinetic friction. Coefficient of kinetic friction. And the second part is that mu k depends upon nature of surface. And third point, Fk kinetic friction independent of area of contact. Same laws are there. And the fourth point is kinetic friction and static friction, whatever it may be, that is along the tangent. That is along at the point of contact. If you draw the tangent along that, the friction will be there. Okay, and the kinetic friction is less than coefficient of kinetic friction is less than the coefficient of static friction. That's why kinetic friction is always less than the static friction. Kinetic friction is less than the static friction. Next one is the rolling friction. Third one is the rolling friction. Rolling friction means while rolling, this opposition force is there. Right? Frictional force means opposition force. The frictional force present The frictional force present when a body rolls over the surface of another body. Frictional force present when a body rolls over the surface of another body. The frictional force present when a body rolls over the surface of another body is called as rolling friction. During the rolling, the frictional force is rolling friction. For example, this is a wheel. This is a wheel. It is rolling and moving forward, with some velocity. During this, the opposition force is said to be rolling frictional force. In this case, the frictional force is said to be rolling frictional force. Right? Then what are the laws of rolling frictional force? Laws of rolling friction. The rolling frictional force formula is mu r into n. Laws of rolling friction. Laws of rolling friction. First one is the rolling friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. When the proportionality is removed, we will get a constant nu r. What is the nu r name? Nu r is the coefficient of rolling friction. Next, second point. Nu r depends upon nature of material. Nature of surfaces in contact. Next, rolling friction depends upon area also. Rolling friction depends upon area of contact. If area of contact is more, then rolling friction is also more. If area of contact, this area of contact means what? Different it will be. And rolling friction is inversely proportional to inversely proportional to radius. Here we write the rolling friction is inversely proportional to the radius of wheel. These are the factors on which the rolling friction depends. And here note the important point, that is rolling friction is directly less than the kinetic friction, and the coefficient of rolling friction is less than the coefficient of kinetic friction, and the kinetic friction less than the static friction. Kinetic friction is less than the static friction, that is nu k less than nu s. Then in generalized we can write that the lowest friction is there for the in the rolling motion, Fr less than Fk less than Fs, right? And nu r less than nu k less than nu s. The lowest frictional force is the rolling frictional force. Highest frictional force is the static frictional force. That means, for example, one body is sliding, other body is rolling. If you give the same velocity, which will go long distance on the same surface? One body is just like a block. It is a sliding, skidding like this. And another one is a rolling. The both are moving with the same velocity. Which will travel long distance? Which before coming to rest. This will travel long distance. This will come to long distance because while rolling opposition is less. This is less. Opposition is less means it will go easily, but while sliding opposition is more, right? That's when it will come to rest. Rolling friction is less. That's when the this is the major important factor in making the wheels of a vehicle. Why wheels of a vehicle are made in circle shape, right? Why they are rolling, and their area of contact is less when they made in circle shape. And if they made like this, why they not made like this? If they made the wheels like this, the area of contact is more, then it cannot easily move. The wheel is made in circle shape because of rolling and to reduce the frictional force. And area of contact is less area is in contact, then easily goes forward. This is about the three types of frictional forces. Okay, right. I'm going to close today topic.